that we wronged the people he calls visitors, did the wrong first. But two wrongs don't make it right. If you call your fellow Africans visitors in your land and they are doing something wrong, how can you justify that by doing wrong yourself? Now, you said the South African business owners prefer to employ the foreigners because the foreigners or the visitors are willing to take a lesser wage. Why are you South Africans not the business owners? Who are these business owners that are employing the foreigners if it is not you South Africans? And if you have a problem with the choices of the business owners, why go after their choice and not after the business owners themselves? I would like to let you know that South Africa is an estimate of 60 million people. And of these 60 million people, the immigrants you complain about just make up a population of 3 million. The South Africans, the black South Africans, make up a population of about 46 to 49 million. And then the white settlers, the rest. Now, 3 million immigrants versus 49 million South Africans. How can 3 million create a disproportionate economic sector in your employment for 49 million? If you want to check out the 49 million South Africans estimated, what is the estimate of those who are skilled and educated and are able to be employed? That is over 25 million of them. That is still above the number of the total number of immigrants. And trust me, not even the entire immigrants are employed. Now, if South Africans had the power to employ, which is the economic power in their hands.
Can you ask one question and allow me to answer it rather than ask?
Just give the brother to finish. Yeah, go ahead. Keep going.
So if the South Africans owned the means of employment, then they would own the means and the choice to employ. Now, if they are the ones, these same South Africans, making the choice to employ foreigners, why are their fellow South Africans upset about this and not going against, not protesting to the employers, not protesting to their government to do the right thing, but taking laws into their hands and going after the lives and the livelihood of foreigners, of people who they tag as foreigners, fellow Africans? And he may say that they don't have a problem with the legal ones, but we've seen evidences, we've seen videos, we've heard of families complain of their family members coming home after spending years in South Africa, paying tax, doing business legally, and contributing positively to the society. So you cannot generalize and say because of the criminals or because of those who are into crime, which is seen in every part of Africa. And of course, when it comes to the issue of drugs, the South Africans are even more in it because they don't have more population than them statistically. So now you are going after both the legal migrants and the illegal migrants. And you're taking laws into your hands because you as a citizen do not have the legal capacity to make the choices that you are making and carry out the actions that you are carrying. So if you are to do this legally, is to protest to your government, is to seek redress of these situations through the court and through the government.
Wow. So before we bring Brother Cornell to respond, let me just bring the elder. Elder Jibwe, are you there?